Now next, a step up from supersets is what are called giant sets. So a superset is when you combine two different exercises together in order to give yourself a more intense workout, and a giant set is where you combine 4 different exercises together into one. All right, so this is a type of exercise that you could only do for large muscle groups such as the back or legs or the entire upper body, and I've even heard of them being done for the entire full body. So as long as you are choosing a large enough muscle group that can handle it and you are an athlete with enough conditioning to be able to handle it, they can be a very good workout. But you need to make sure that the exercises you choose are contrasting, okay? Thus they will be complementary and can work together. You don't want them to have any overlap, okay? They need to work together by not working the same parts of the body, all right? So they're basically like a larger antagonist superset with 4 sets instead of 2 in one. So an example of a giant set for the legs would be to start with a squat or leg press, the heaviest and hardest and most compound movement, and then next doing a hamstring curl, since the hamstrings are not worked very much in a squat or leg press, and then doing a calf raise, since the calves are again not worked very much and could be able to handle more volume after that, and then ending with a burnout type of exercise where you're going to then just expend the rest of the energy that you have. And so I would recommend ending with something like a broad jump or some sort of plyometric, maybe a box jump, or you could also do weighted sprinting, all right? So that would be a really awesome giant set for the legs that would be extremely hypertrophic. Now an example of a giant set for the upper body would be to start with a row and then do a bench press and then a bicep curl and then a tricep press down. And if you have any energy left after that, you could also throw in some shoulder side lateral raise if you want to do some more accessory work on that medial delt. Okay, so that is again another really great giant set that will really give you well-rounded upper body hypertrophy. And giant sets aren't just great for hypertrophy, they can also train you for strength and endurance at the same time and give you a workout that is both well-rounded in that you can train multiple complementary muscle groups equally and is very high intensity and metabolic, okay? So giant sets are a really great way for a very serious athlete who's ready for some very hardcore training to really push themselves, to train as hard as possible, break through their limits, build muscle, increase power, and endurance, all right? So they are a good thing to pepper in at times, though of all of the different types of sets that I have taught you about, these sets are the most exhausting. They've got the highest stimulus to fatigue ratio. So again, it's something you would only do at select times in your training when you are trying to break through plateaus, trying to hit higher peaks and go above and beyond anything you've already done, ideally before taking some sort of active rest period. But as long as they're used sparingly, they are a good tool to have in your training toolbox.